Hey you guys, it's Crystal and you're tuned into Notarized, where I give my official stance on all things Black culture. From top 10s to debates to current events and so much more. Tune in every week for your dose of Black culture. Hey you guys, it's Crystal and you're tuned into Notarized. You are in for a treat today. I am doing another current event podcast. So I haven't done a segment in a while, which I will be doing one sometime this week. But for now on, Sundays will be dedicated to a new segment called Sippin Sundays. And that's where I spill all my tea that I have from the week in Black culture. So we had a lot of stuff going on this week, and it ended off with something beautiful. So my first topic, I am going to talk about the Queeneth, Miss Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Yes, she is the queen. You know, she is amazing. She gave an amazing Coachella performance, also known as BeyChella now, because she has definitely took over that 100%. She gave us an HBCU tease, and for my listeners out there who may not know what HBCU stands for, it stands for Historically Black College University, and I am a proud HBCU graduate from the greatest college university in the land, and that is no other than North Carolina Agricultural Technical and State University. Woot woot! Yes. A&T, I graduated in 2014 with a degree in public relations, journalism. So I was all here for Miss Beyonce last night, although I did watch it this morning. If you follow me on Instagram at BC Notarized, I posted a lot of little clips, well, my favorite clips from the show. So check that out if you haven't seen it and you don't feel like sitting through and watching the whole video, which you should. Just check me out on Instagram and get your life for about a minute each time you watch the video, because they're a minute long, and it was dope. So, like I said, she gave us an HBCU tease, and what I mean by that is, when you go to an HBCU, there is something about a culture that just embodies you as soon as you step foot on that campus. Like, I don't care which HBCU you go to. You can go to A&T, you can go to Central, you can go to Howard, you can go to Spelman, Morehouse. Anywhere you go, you're going to feel that sense of culture. And that's what I love so much about my HBCU. So Beyonce gave us that and more. So when she first started out, she had the whole drumline kind of feel to it. If I'm not mistaken, she came out to Crazy in Love. I guess I might be wrong because I watched it this morning, but it had the whole drumline feel. She had the majorettes out there, and they were killing it. We actually had an Aggie out there as well playing on the drums. So it was just amazing, and it makes me think, I wonder if she got like different college students from different HBCUs to be a part of the show. Well, at least a part of the band, because they killed it. She had this hoodie on, and it had like her sorority, the Beehive sorority, and it was B, and it had the little triangle symbol. And I'm not Greek life, so I don't know exactly what it's called. So please forgive me if you are Greek life. I don't want to disrespect anybody. And it had the K at the end. Okay, so that was her sorority that she like made up. And all over Facebook, people say, "Oh, I want to pledge, her sorority and all that good stuff." And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty dope. So I was all here for Queen B for that. She gave like the best homecoming halftime performance ever. If you go to a HBCU, or if you've ever been to a HBCU homecoming game, you know that the main attraction, besides the game, because people do go to watch the game and have their spirit, is the halftime show. Because that's when the bands go out and they battle and they just put on a good show. And most HBCU bands, they they sample songs, or they use songs from like older songs. Like they use songs and they play it on their drums. And it's like really cool. It's really hype. If you haven't been to a HBCU football game, you have to go, especially like to a homecoming game. But she gave us that kind of feel, and let me tell you, she put on the best halftime performance I could ever even dream of. She sung a lot of her old songs. She sung Kitty Cat. She sung Crazy in Love. Excuse me. Me, Myself, and I. Drunk in Love. Diva. Flawless. Feeling Myself. And 7-Eleven. All within her different sets. And what else I really loved about BeyChella was how she incorporated different types of African American dance. She had step, which is for the Greek life. She also had like contemporary, like ballet, like dramatic dance. At one point was beautiful. And she also had like crunking. I mean, not crumping. You know, you put your hand around your head and you know, go in and out like, whatever. So she had a lot of different types of dances, and I really, really enjoyed it. Beyonce put on a great show. One of the other good moments about BeyChella, that you know she did her research, because we know Beyonce didn't go to, university. She's too busy being a star. She had a moment, like a little set, and Cali Swag District song, Swag and I Surf. Now watch me swag and surf. That song, she had it, and everybody was doing it. And everybody know, if you go to a HBCU for any rally, game, whatever, that song play. Personally, that's A&T's like theme song. Like at any kind of event, if they play that song, it's like everybody's getting emotion and they doing it. Like that's how hype it is. So I thought it was so super dope that she did her research and she incorporated that, because that is a big part of like HBCU. So I thought that was amazing. She gave me even more life when she brought out Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams. And they performed 3 or 4 songs. And I'm just like, my life was made. Number one, I was like, Michelle, don't you mess this up, girl. Don't mess this good performance up. Because we all know Michelle has a slight history of falling and messing things up, but she did good. Besides her little Zoe pop, and if you don't know what I mean by that, remember watching The Proud Family, Zoe, the girl with the orange hair, she did her little Beyonce Crazy in Love pop, the dance, and Michelle looked like Zoe doing that. I thought that was kind of funny. But Kelly's hair, oh my gosh, flawless. She looked beautiful. And Michelle actually had a little part. She got to sing her little verse on Lose My Breath. And she just did. I was like, okay, Michelle, I see you better not mess this up. Like that's all I kept saying. I was like, don't mess it up, don't fall. When they did Say My Name, now even though Michelle wasn't on the original version of Say My Name, they did so good. Like they harmonized, like she remixed it and she harmonized it, and it was so beautiful. Gosh, I would love a Destiny's Child reunion tour. And go ahead and get Latavia and Latoya and make it a whole Destiny's Child reunion tour. I'm trying to tell you, front row. I will be there. I will save some money up because I know them tickets will be high. Because let me just tell you, my life would be made. My favorite set out of the whole BeyChella experience was when Destiny's Child did their Soldier set for the song Soldier. It was just super dope because if you remember in the song Soldier, each girl like said they were attracted to a guy from like a different area, like a different region. So Beyonce had, I like them boys from up north. Like she had like the up north guys. Kelly had the down south guys, or down south, like Houston area and stuff. And Michelle had like West Coast. So for each set, they kind of played, like I know with Michelle's set, they played California Love, and she started doing the crip walk with it or whatever. I thought that was so dope. Kelly part, they had like the ride low, and she got dropped down like she was like riding low in Texas and stuff. And of course, Beyonce, she held up her man sign, that rock, because she's from New York or whatever. But I thought it was super dope. Beyonce is so creative. And let me just say this. Excuse me, I drink some water. Beyonce is a legend. She is iconic. I am tired of people saying, oh no, she can't be up there with Michael. She can't be up there with Prince. She can't be up there with Whitney. Yes, she can. Tell me somebody besides Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles Carter, our Queen Bee, who has been consistent for 20 years. If Beyonce took a break, oh, trust me, it was no more than a year. She may have, the B-Day era and stuff like that, 06, whatever. She may have had a little break, but best believe she was working behind them scenes. She was doing movies, So, yes, Beyonce is considered a legend. If she wasn't considered a legend before last night, she's definitely considered a legend now. If we can consider Britney Spears and Madonna a legend, you best believe Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter is up there, if not higher. In my book, she's definitely higher. If I had to pick my top 3 entertainers of all time, this is my order. No lie. Michael, Beyonce, Prince. And when I mean by entertainers, I mean the full package. Dancing, singing, songwriting, acting, everything. In that order. Michael, Beyonce, Prince. Debate me if you want to. Follow me on Twitter, BC Notarized. And you can give me a debate if you want to, because that's my answer. The only reason why Michael is higher is because I do feel like Michael is more of a legend than Beyonce. Excuse me. Michael's been out since he was a kid. Yes, Beyonce has too. But Michael, he was consistent for a very long time. I mean, he came out in the 60s, late 60s, 70s era, all the way up until he passed away in 2009. Yeah, he had a little bit of break in the 00s, but he still had hits. That man is a genius, and may he rest in peace. May Prince rest in peace as well. Beyonce, girl, you're doing your thing. Keep doing it. You just know that I seen you in concert live. I'm pretty sure you're not going to listen to my podcast. But if it ever crosses you, just let you know, I appreciate you for what you do for our culture. Like your performance, Beyonce's performance, you don't know. It may have inspired someone who was on the fence about going to a HBCU to go to a HBCU. There is nothing better than experiencing going to a HBCU. It just gives you a great feeling. Like, I can't explain it. To people who's been to HBCUs, you know what I'm talking about. It's amazing. So go on, girl. BeyChella was amazing. I wish I could afford tickets to go and time off to go, because I would be in the building 100%. Yes, I just love me some Beyonce. I really do. I'm going to do a segment on her one day. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. So, all right. Let's get on to my next topic, which is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj dropped 2 singles on Thursday. Chun-Li and Barbie Tings. Chun-Li, I think it has a very dope beat. Has good lyrics, but is it a hit? Not really. I kind of put it in the same category as No Frauds when she came out, when she did her quote unquote diss to Remy. I think, it just depends. Do I think it's going to get radio play? No, No Frauds didn't really get radio play. She definitely dissed Cardi in this song. And my friend Kiki, she is a diehard Nicki Minaj fan. When I mean diehard, this girl will stop liking an artist if Nicki Minaj does not like them. Like, she doesn't have to have a proper reason why she don't like the artist. If Nicki Minaj don't like them, she don't like them. And she said that Nicki Minaj didn't diss Cardi in this, but I think she did. And this is why I think. This is what she said. She said, how many of them could have did it with finesse? Now everybody like, she really is the best. You play checkers, couldn't beat me playing chess. Now I'm about to turn around and beat my chest. Let me say that again. Now, how many of them could have did it with finesse? Let me break that down for you real quick. Finesse. Cardi was on Bruno Mars' remix to Finesse. Why else would Nicki Minaj say that? Then she said, now everybody like, she really is the best. Once again, context clues.